What's your point of view on vegans and veganism?
I couldn't be one.
Well, it's a given.
Because I'm from Texas.
I know.
And we like meat.
Yes.
What are you asking me?
So, I mean, like, from a health standpoint, is it... Obviously, it's okay to do because vegans live. But is it... If we had a vegan come to us, what would your advice be to them to optimize their health? Or to do it in a way that doesn't malnourish them in any way?
All right. Well, don't have to be malnourished to be vegan.
That's right.
Lots of great vegan athletes. The problem is, and in fact, the majority of the vegan athletes that I know are more healthy than our athletes that are they're pseudo omnivorous. They say they're omnivorous, but I can't get them. They'll eat 2 kilos of meat a day, but I can't have them eat 2 cups of broccoli. So look, at the end of the day, we're omnivores. We know this. So do I think veganism is good? I don't. But do I think being a total carnivore is good? I don't. Okay, somewhere in the middle lies the truth. However, if you're a vegan because of moral issues or health issues or your religion or whatever, they deserve to not have to take shit from self-righteous assholes that think that their diet or their training system is better than veganism. And in fact, the vegans are probably healthier than most of these people, right? So
I guess sorry to interrupt, but I guess a really good point someone made the other day in regards to that is because veganisms, they're a lot more aware of what they're putting in their body. They don't just shovel anything in.
Correct.
Whereas I do.
They typically look, the vegans, they typically have a much higher fiber diet if they're doing it right. The health conscious vegan will eat more beans and legumes. They'll have a lot more fiber. It'll be much more slow burn carbohydrates, a lot more fruits and veggies. And then, what we would do is we would look at what they were doing and we would tie in some loose, basically holes in the shit, And what we would do is we look at things like, maybe we add a little bit of L-carnitine. And the thing is, the science shows that when you don't eat carnitine, which you get from meat, your body stops excreting as much of it. So vegans aren't actually as carnitine deficient as we once thought. The more meat you eat, the more you excrete, right? So there's some things. So I would probably give them a little more carnitine. I would probably give them some carnosine, some beta-alanine. We'd give them some methylcobalamin. So we give them some B12. B12 is very difficult to get out of non-animal proteins. There's some cysteine would be another one. Possibly a small amount of methionine. Methionine isn't hugely important, but if you're training really hard, it can be very important. And it's there's not that much of it in.
And these can all come from plant-based products, these supplements. You don't have to come from animal-based.
Right, you can get, some of this stuff has to be animal-based, but, I mean, you can get synthesized B12 in a lab, so which most vitamins and minerals are. You're not gonna find a lot of natural, they're not gonna destroy 36 oranges to get 100 milligrams of vitamin C. It's fucking ridiculous. But, so what we would do is we would tie up some of the loose nutritional ends that they're, and we would let them know we are pro-vegan if veganism doesn't mean you're smashing croissants all day and eating tons of bread. Veganism should be fruits and veggies and beans and certain select starches.
I mean, that's the same with any diet. We someone that comes in eating meat, we say don't smash croissants and bread.
Right, exactly. It's a
given across all.
The majority of people out there would be much better if they would eat a vegan diet and garnish it with meat. Period. That's what we always tell them. Eat like a vegetarian, add meat. And a lot of the people who are carnivores should probably cut down a lot of their red meat and, at least, conventionally raised beef and switch more to some wild game and eat a lot more fish, because the majority of people that I know from Texas, they eat tons of beef and they don't eat fish, they don't eat any seafood. They eat basically the 3 things people eat, eggs, beef, chicken. So it's super important if you're a meat eater to start getting some rotation.
So across the board, people need to be a bit more varied with what they eat.
There's pros and cons of every single diet out there.
Pros and cons to everything.
Right, and there's a lot of science that shows that eating red meat gives you colon cancer and all this, but the majority of that is because those people eating that, they're not eating better quality cuts of meat, and they're not eating enough fiber and enough fruits and veggies to counteract the acidity from the meat.